Spotify has removed R. Kelly and XXXTentacion from playlists and recommendation features, citing its new policy on hate content and hateful conduct. Hey, you're watching What's Trending. I'm Martine Bierman. Make sure to go subscribe for more social media and trending news stories daily. The streaming giant announced the new policy on its website, saying it's partnering with rights advocacy groups like the Southern Poverty Law Center, Color of Change, GLAAD, and more to help identify hateful content. Spotify said that artists who have demonstrated hateful conduct will still have their music available on the service, but they'll not be featured on the Spotify front page or in its playlists. Spotify wrote, "While we don't believe in censoring content because of an artist's or creator's behavior, we want our editorial decisions, what we choose to program, to reflect our values." And if we're talking about questionable conduct, R. Kelly is the perfect person to talk about because he's been followed by sexual abuse allegations his entire career. He secretly married Aaliyah when she was only 15 and he was 28. He's been consistently accused of using his fame to meet and have sex with underage girls, including one instance captured on tape. And in recent weeks, multiple women have come forward saying that R. Kelly abused them in the 1990s. R. Kelly's management team responded saying, "R. Kelly never has been accused of hate, and the lyrics he writes express love and desire. He's never been convicted of a crime, nor does he have any pending criminal charges against him." Representatives for XXXTentacion, who pleaded not guilty to aggravated battery of a pregnant woman, domestic battery by strangulation, and other charges, also responded to Spotify's decision. The statement says, "I don't have a comment, just a question. Will Spotify remove all the artists listed below from playlists?" She then goes on to reference more than a dozen artists accused of sexual violence, including Michael Jackson, James Brown, Dr. Dre, and David Bowie. This brings up a really good point, because if Spotify is now going through their playlists and finding everybody who's been accused of sexual assault or done anything that's in the misconduct realm, are they then going to be taking out some of our fave artists too, or anybody who's had anything against their name? After all, Spotify's popular Rap Caviar playlist, which has nearly 10 million followers, still features tracks from G-Eazy, who was just convicted of assault in Sweden, and Famous Dex, who was caught on camera attacking a woman in 2016. And even at the top of the page, where Spotify posted its new policy, is a promotional photo of Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco, who made a gross rape joke at a show 6 years ago.
"If I see you after the show, I'm gonna you. I don't care if you want it. I won't care if you don't want it."
The point is, if Spotify's gonna now start editing their playlists based on artist conduct, they're gonna need to make a very specific line as to who's in and who's out. Is Chris Brown fair game? What about Trey Songz? Or what about Ozzy Osbourne, who was on some wacky trip many years ago and sat down next to his wife Sharon and told her he was gonna kill her, then jumped in to try to strangle her? What do we do with that? Spotify says it's going to handle these issues on a case-by-case basis, and it's unknown as far as how much this is actually going to affect artists. Spotify's playlists are huge, and getting in on there could be great for your music, but it's not the only means of promotion. Let's take a look at some comments. Adam22 says, "You know Spotify are having a big meeting right now trying to decide what white musicians they're going to give the boot to balance this out." DJ Academic said, "So Spotify tried justifying to New York Times removing XXXTentacion from their playlist, but not other people who have been accused of beating women. Their justification for singling him out is that they're going on a case-by-case basis. I wonder what might influence each case. Race?" 50 Cent tweeted, "Spotify's wrong for what they're doing to artists like R. Kelly and XXXTentacion. They're not even convicted of anything." Spoken like an artist who allegedly battered his girlfriend and was also not convicted of anything. Technically, he is right. R. Kelly is the guy who hasn't been convicted of anything, but he did say this.
"Do you like teenage girls?"
When you say teenage, how old are we talking?
Girls who are teenagers.
I love the idea where people in positions of power are stepping in to try and make artists and other people alike more aware of their actions and of the repercussions of their actions, and honestly make them more accountable for them. But I don't know where this line can be drawn, because R. Kelly isn't being charged for anything right now, and so many other artists have also not been charged. So what do you actually base it on? Is a credible accusation enough to remove somebody from a Spotify playlist? And if they are removed, is that even going to make a difference to them? Let us know what you guys think in the comments. And for more trends, head to whatstrending.com.